Good morning and good evening, and it is 3 o'clock in the morning in the Philippines. Duterte power, always let's support our President Duterte, and we always love you. Keep doing a good job. I know this year our President Duterte is going to do so much because you will have the right budget to do everything. So always let's do the right thing, and we love you, Tatay Duterte, and we support you always. Keep doing great job. What I wanted to comment also, it was about Trump just took over the office, and just in a few days what Trump just come across with a lot of things, and a lot of also corruption in his government, and deals some USA ambassadors is doing with the Philippines. So not long ago, one of the USA ambassador was resigned to give away to another US ambassador, which is Asian, Chinese. His name is Song Kim Young or something, but it's Song Kim. That's his Asian personality, and they put him there because they were thinking he's Asian, so President Duterte will get along with him and stuff like that. That's what Obama was trying to sweet up our president. But so happy Donald Trump is back into where he's supposed to be. We have great leaders around the world, and the leaders who love and care for the people and have a passion for their own country. The main thing was Donald Trump just come across this just now, and which is amazing. Donald Trump just fired 2 U.S. ambassadors, which they were appointed to work on the Philippines. And then Donald Trump is just saying, Washington, D.C. President Donald Trump has this morning fired 2 ambassadors to report in the 28th of January to report to his office, because they are involved with, funny enough, they are involved with corruption. They are involved working with the Philippines politics and scams in drugs in the United States of the country. Trump mentioned Philippine Senator Laila De Lima and other 2 politics as a top Philippines leaders trafficking in illegal drugs. They're using the U.S. ambassador to import illegal drugs into U.S. and the Philippines. So that's what Donald Trump just come across with, and what he's saying to Laila De Lima. He gave a message to the Laila De Lima for her not to even think about it, put her feet in any airport in the U.S. because if she does, she will be arrested right there and then as she will arrive in U.S. So this is the proves most of what goes on. Is not only our president and just keep going on in the Philippines about Laila De Lima. I don't get it, and I don't know how she's still in the courts and she's still allowed to be in the politician talking and doing her things, her work. How this is possible when so many people testify against her, even the prisoners, even her driver who testify against her, and so many people. And what the heck is wrong with our courts in our country, in the Philippines? I really don't get it. What is going on over here? We have a corrupted person in our parliament, which is that woman there, and she's still in our parliament, which this is what Donald Trump is talking about. And how the heck we letting this woman still open her mouth, walking free around our country? How can we do that? How can we allow these things? That's something I really don't get it. Something wrong over here. And even our courts over here is not really, really great. And then what I come about is this, again, something else just pop up. With this Frank, is one of their MPs over there. We call them MPs. I don't know, we call them senators in the Philippines. This Frank Dorlin he says about some digital talks or tapes or CDs has been found, and he's over here on the court demanding them not to release those tapes to public. So if this one, Senator President Frank Dorlin, reminded related to the police general, this was and about the consequences. He's threatening one of the policemen. Yeah, the consequences if he releases those tapes to the public. So he's threatening him. They will take action against this policeman and this chief of policemen, or they will put him in prison if he opens his mouth or if he releases that. Is this correct? I would like our President Duterte to do something about that. And I would like it, why they have to hide that from the public. If our president is, as he is, one of us as a people, as a loving, caring for our people and our country, like he does, and I know he does, because all of us will feel him, and all of us, we understand him, because that's how we feel about, people when they talk crap and other things. But our president, he's honest. He tells everything from his mind, from his heart, from his soul, from what he feels about our country, what he feels about our people. And he knows the problems we have in our country, what needs to be done. And that's exactly what he's doing. But the others, so many politics people, ambassadors like this one from US, as Trump is saying, he fired 2 ambassadors from US, was appointed to the Philippines to work with the Philippines, in the Philippines, and working with the Filipino government, which still we have in this kind of ambassadors in the Philippines, and Laila Dilemma still in control of something. So why Donald Trump will fire one of their ambassadors, 2 actually US ambassadors from the Philippines, when Donald Trump become aware these 2 ambassadors, they are corrupted and they are still working in the drug trade, bringing drugs into the US, bringing drugs into the Philippines. So this is a big thing, it's not something small. And why this, the problem, another one, is this guy over here talking about, he's threatening one of the officers not to, release to the public the digital audio recording about conversations between two top government associates on how to cover up masculine, don't understand this word, which is in Philippine as much, but don't get that. And was he saying that? What he's trying to hide, or he's in it? Like, he is in it, Aquino is in it. This Lobredo, I hate this woman. She was one of puppies from Mario Rojas and Aquino and some others around it. And this woman, our president appoint her as chief of housing or something like that. Is that correct? That's one thing I didn't get from our president. How did they appoint this woman into this when she's the one also cheated on the voting to become where she is? She shouldn't be there. And we also know there was so many votes uncounted for the other person who was against her. He should be the one to be in that place, not her. But how she's allowed to do that? But that's another thing coming up, and we know she will be, we're going to find out soon enough, a lot of things from her, because she was in it. And a lot of people is going to come up and say what she's been doing and what she's have been hiding also. Her Aquino and Mar Rojas and others. And this now, this Franken Dorlin, which is one of the senators in the Philippines, is threatening one of the top police not to release those digital audio recordings. Is this correct? Is this right? I don't think so. So something up over here and somebody is hiding something. And this Antonio Trillanes, the same thing. So this is what we have so much evidence about against them. But it's like nobody is doing anything, nothing is happening to them, and it still continues. How far we're going to let this go? How long we're going to let this go? And this Lila dilemma continue sitting as a senator and being on TV and doing this and that. And Antonio Trillanes is the same thing. He's corrupted. We have so much on him. And when he was going to China and then passing information from our country into the Chinese and so and so. So we have so much evidence, but we're still letting these people walk around. How this is possible? Our law in our country is not really great, which should be enforced for these people like senators, and we have so much proof. You know what? You're guilty, you're suspended from work, you're out until further investigation, until we find the proofs and this and that, which we have already, but still continue. So I really don't get it, and this is what the most of I wanted to comment. And like I said, Donald Trump just comes up and fired two new US ambassadors, which he was appointed to the Philippines, and they are still corrupted. Do you see the US people? They still come and smiling this, smiling that, and saying this, saying that. Which a while ago also the army is trying to sweeten people up, showing, oh, we're helping this, we're doing that. We've never seen them doing anything before. You know, until our President Duterte come in, did you ever see any US ambassador, or army or ambassador or anyone from US doing anything to us? No. They've just been taking. Only because now is a new cowboy in town, which is Mr. Duterte, cleaning up all the mess from over the years. President Aquino left it behind for him to deal with. And it's so much for him to do. And then people now is going to him for him to do this, for him to do that. He's the one to clean up the whole mess of every president he was in charge. Please, people, give him a break and a lot of things. Try to understand he's trying to do his best and trying to do everything what he can. But remember, this is not his mess. This is not his doing. All this he's doing is cleaning up government, ambassadors from other countries like US and others, and cleaning up all the mess is left behind, and everything is on the top of our President Duterte. Everything is on his shoulders to clean up. So people, please try to understand it, how much things our president need to do. And I do hope our president continue on his place and continue doing what he's doing, and hopefully when his terms comes to finish, he will continue, because he will not be another president like him. But I know if one day our president goes, one person, he will stay in his place. And I will tell you right now, Senator Allen, you will be president. He will be the next president after our President Rodrigo Duterte. I do hope our president stays longer than the 6 years, and as much as he can. But after our President Rodrigo Roja Duterte, Senator Allen is the next one. Duterte power, always let's support our President Duterte, and love you always. Let's do the right thing. Peace, good night, and good morning, and see you soon.